Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Okay, kids, the last one for the day. And we're going to enjoy Memorial Day weekend. See if any of my buddies over in Milwaukee are around to smoke cigars. Hi, Aaron. Got a weekend job washing dishes starting on June 25th. I will work on Saturdays and Sundays from 11:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. It pays shit, $11.75 an hour. That's not bad, but given that this is a second job, the money saved over the course of this time is going to make a big difference. Had I done that 5 years ago, I would be rich today. Lesson learned. No, you wouldn't be rich today working 2 shifts every weekend at $11.75 an hour. You wouldn't be. I work 7 days a week. I work at a full-time job from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., so my evenings are free. I could spend the time to study the skills I want to acquire. I decided to take a course in Python, $500 for an online course that spans over 8 months. This is not $50,000 or $5,000. I believe it's worth the money. One, what is the take on that investment? Here's the course. So at least it links to a Coursera series of program courses on Python. I looked at it and it looks good. You will learn Python. My primary concern is that, and this is just with what little experience and not experience, what little knowledge I had of IT when I was going to school for IT, and that is, it's not like you just learn Python. You know, you have to know. It's not like I learned financial statement analysis. I had to know other things to get into banking or economics, like economics, interest rate theory, stuff like that, accounting. And what I'm afraid is going to happen here is you just learn Python. Now, hopefully, I try to suss it out in the course descriptions, but it wasn't. It's not going to. It's going to tell you what you're going to learn. It's not going to say, and this will land you a job this way. So what I would do is, certainly take it. $500. That's nothing over the course of 8 months. You can afford that. But what I would do is talk to your professor or start finding out what are the other areas in IT that you need to know in order to be hired by Python. So I went online and searched. You can search. How do I land a Python job? And there will be other IT people out there saying, oh, you got to know this. Django was one of the things that you had to learn. I don't know what that is. I know there's code libraries, other things. In other words, you're going to learn some of this stuff academically taking this course online, but I don't know if that will be enough merely learning about Python and what is immediately relevant to it. So I would also go online and find out what is the environment that guys constantly use the term ecosystem that Python sits within. What is the context of IT that Python sits within? So you got to learn about that infrastructure. So it's kind of like, I want to learn to drive a car. Well, okay, you can drive on a treadmill. That's learning to drive the car. But once you put it on the road and you've never been in a city or it's a straight line or you've never been in mountains, that's kind of the environment and the context that I'm kind of more worried about. And whether this would actually land you a job that very next day once you graduate. I will take all 5 courses plus the capstone final project. I'll be able to launch my online businesses after that with the skills acquired. Different one. 2, I need your advice on how to thread the very demanding life I'm about to subject myself to. Example, U-2 pilots, when they flew at very high altitude over the Soviet Union, had to keep the plane flying within a 15 mile per hour range. Margin of error, neither faster nor slower, or the engine would stall and they would lose altitude and expose themselves to enemy anti-aircraft fire. The life I'm about to subject myself to resembles just that. I need advice on how to constantly maintain the narrow fine-tuning of it all. This is going to be a constant struggle to maintain flight. I'm receiving $558 for 2 weeks dividends. I earn $482 a week on my primary job, and I will earn an extra $160 a week from my second job. I intend to save aggressively. No, don't save aggressively. Put food on your table. Go pay for your education courses. You're not in the saving mode now. You're in the education training mode. Learn some fucking skills. And then when you start making Bitcoin and big bank and you have a higher wage than $11.75 an hour, that's when you go into saving aggressively mode. Right now, you have to take what meager resources you are earning right now, and apply them to getting a skill and feeding yourself and paying rent. Right? You're not here to save for retirement now. You are here to get your education. your skills. At this point, this is not hard work. This feels like fighting. I agree to that. So, anyway, getting back to your, like, how do you thread this needle? You don't. Your analogy between the U2 pilot keeping it within 15 miles an hour, top low speed, that's not analogous to your situation. You have no risk of going faster than 15 miles per hour. You might as well attack all this with all your force and might. There's no balance here. If you want to knock out this course, knock it out. Do it. You want to work another job? Well, I wouldn't work another job. I wouldn't have gotten a job washing dishes. I would have gotten a security guard job. Yeah, but there is no, how do I balance? There's no, what's the counterbalance? So you finish your course early, you work an extra shift and make more money. There's no downside to you putting in more effort into this. So yeah, the courses look good. Yeah, you'll learn Python, like I said, but you're going to have to do a little bit more contextual studying of what that exactly entails to land a job. Talk to employers, talk to IT people, find them online. But yeah, why regulate yourself? Why limit your throttle? Go full balls into it and learn it. And don't worry about the consequences, because the worst thing is you'll make more money or finish sooner. Best of luck, yeah. Do this.